Hello everyone, good evening or good morning wherever you are in the world. Looking forward to this evening's meditation and getting ready for you to all come in. Perhaps I'm a bit early, who knows. Hiya! I was beginning to think I was a little early, which I think I am a few minutes early actually. But just gathering here for tonight's meditation. I've just ran in, got the tea, had my tea, and then quickly cleared up. So we've been to Exeter today, and we've been to IKEA. A masked IKEA. So it was quite an experience, and it's been a good day, bit of a rush, but a really good day. And I just thought, was thinking about myself actually, and I thought, well, I've actually just washed up the tea things and just jumped on screen. I haven't done my hair or anything. And I was thinking what a changed person I am, because I was always a girl who, even if I just went to the shops, would put her high heels on and dress up really smart, make sure my hair was washed. And today I went to IKEA, and exactly what I've got on. I've got on a pair of orange trousers as well, and a pair of flip-flops. And I thought, wow, what a different person I am. But it feels great, you know. It feels great just to be in yourself and feel yourself and be comfy in yourself. And so it's, that led me to thinking about those things and how we value material things, and what we should value is ourselves. But actually today, it was a big day for me, because I think it was about 20 years ago the last time I bought a sofa. We haven't quite bought it, but we've chosen it. So I'm quite excited. So, and pleasantly surprised, because Pete's not one to normally want to go sofa shopping. So it was like a miracle around, really. And everybody in IKEA, they've got it set out well. Everybody was keeping to the rules. And it was quite a pleasant experience, apart from a hot face from the masks that you wear. And of course, I've worn the masks a few times. I've got a purple spotted one, and I've got a rainbow coloured one. So the purple spotted one, I put on upside down. I just don't know how I manage it, but I always do. So it's just being normal, really, isn't it? Or abnormal, whatever you want to be. So it's been a really good day for me. I hope it has been for you. And I hope you have considered the changes in your life through this time. And there's some changes that, we want to keep. And especially, perhaps it's shown us that we go out and waste money quite a bit. So, and now we're actually saving a bit. Well, we're not now, just blown it on the sofa, but there we go. Can't have it all, can you? Can't take it with you, as they say. I wonder if they have sofas in heaven. You can have whatever sofa you want in heaven. So, So it's always a good place to be, to think about and value the value of yourself. And it's lovely to see you all come in and watching. And for those of you who do come to my workshops, I'm starting them up again. So my first one's September. I don't know what the date is actually. And it's in Dunster. And I've asked the lady who organises my ones in Wales to start them up again too. So I'm waiting for a date from her. So yeah, my Angel Workshop in Dunster is on the 20th of September, and I have quite a few booked already. So if you are thinking of it, I'm not trying to get more business, it's just there are limited places, and there will be a few different rules, but the workshops will always be enjoyable, as they always are. So yeah, so that's starting up again. And for those of you on here tonight who are in my Dunster group, and anybody's welcome as long as they inform me first, that will be starting on the 9th of September, and that's 10 to 12 on a Wednesday morning. So obviously, providing we're not in lockdown or anything, so I've got to get my COVID aware assessment form, risk assessment form, whatever that might be, written up before I can start. But I'm sure somebody out there will send me one or write me one, or I'll get some help from somewhere. So yeah, so I'm ready to go. I haven't agreed to do any home, like people one-to-one coming here yet, but I'm quite happy to do online healings, and I'm having, it's been really successful. So that's very much a thing that we can still do without having any risk at all. You just need a phone or some way to connect with me, like Facebook or WhatsApp. So it's all very good in my world, and I hope it's all very good and progressing in your world too. And if you have lost your job, please don't worry, because that job was no longer for you. And I met a man last week in a store in Taunton, and he just lost his job. And you could see the disappointment on his face. He'd worked for the firm for 15 years. And he was quite positive. And then I just said to him, don't worry, you'll get a better job. And wherever it is, wherever that job for that gentleman's going to be, I know it will be where he's meant to be. So when one door shuts, another one flies open. Don't ever think that all doors shut and stay shut at once. And although sometimes in life it might appear like that, it's never the case. And sometimes, when we don't get a job or the things we want immediately, there is a reason for it. And the reason for it is that you have to sit with something in yourself for you to reflect upon, or for you to understand. And then eventually, when the right door does open, it will be fantastic. And I remember when I was quite abruptly had to change my job when we lost the firm that we had for 20 years. Overnight we lost our jobs, and it was quite hard, but another job came immediately for me, and it was a job that really suited all the things I needed to suit, but I had to take a while to get used to it. And I learned a lot through that process, just getting over the bridge, the hump of what I thought should be and what actually was happening and unfolding in front of me, which was taking on me on the most incredible journey I've ever had in my life. So, and that journey continues. And so, fingers crossed, I'm going to be accepted by a publisher, hopefully in the not too distant future. And I'm keeping hold of that thought. Then that will take me on another incredible journey. And, I'm not a writer, but I have a lot of stories to tell. So if you tell your stories with an open heart and you put that magic into what you're writing, then the magic is ultimately received by the reader. So it's an exchange of vibration, and I believe that you can all write your own story. And lots of people have lived in different countries and had different aspects in their lives, and sometimes we've just got to be brave and take that next step, and just be happy with taking that next step. And even though you don't know where it's going or where it's going to end up, But that's part of the adventure, isn't it? It's going to be amazing. You know, I pushed to decorate our lounge, and I really went for it, and it looks beautiful. And now I'm having a new sofa, which is, wow, I'm so excited. So, yeah. So it's good to appreciate everything and to experience everything, and you always learn no matter what you do. So just let the process of life unfold, and don't push the doors open. Just gently walk through them. And sometimes you do have to be brave, and it will feel like, and I'm not saying jump off a cliff, okay? But it will feel like you're jumping off a cliff into the unknown, into the abyss. But how do you know what's holding you, what's there for you in the future, unless you jump, unless you take that risk? Be brave enough to take the risk sometimes. Do something totally different. Maybe you've hated your job for so long, Lou. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe you're going to take that jump and create that special place for you and for your loved ones, because if you're happy, everyone's happy, aren't they? And if they're not, they shouldn't be in your life, or they shouldn't be dragging you down. Because one of the most important things in life about developing is having the right people around you, so that they encourage you to develop and they encourage your success, instead of putting you down or saying you can never do it. And like for many years, I've always, I was with a beautiful man that used to tell me I was living in a bubble. But you know what? That bubble's bloody great. And I think when you engage in your own bubble, I think that's magnificent. It's really, really magnificent. So, yeah, just step into your own bubble, be that person you want to be, and create a magical life for the self. And don't ever give up. And remember, there's been points in my life where I've actually felt, oh, I can't do this anymore. You know, I just can't strive to get to where I'm going anymore. But you know what? Light always knocks on your door. So it's when you have the darkest, deepest moments, and then a little light arrives, and if you take notice of it, it bursts. And so it's very, very beautiful, this life, if only you'd believe it. And so what if we've got to wear a mask? You can make a statement with a mask if you like. So, yeah, doesn't matter, does it? What matters is you feel good inside about yourself, and that you love yourself, and that you are creating that magical self. And we've all got the magical self. It's just sometimes some people don't look into their own mirror when they should. They look into other people's mirrors, and that's not healthy. Look into your own mirror, and if you don't like what you see, decide to change it. So I've got a bit of a fat bum from lockdown, so I've just got myself in gear today. I went out for an hour's walk this morning, and I've done an hour's walk this afternoon. And walking around a keel ain't no joke, is it? So that's like a few miles as well. So I'm hoping to keep that momentum going and cut out all the rubbish. Not that I overeat, I don't, but I need to do something now. So I've got my son's wedding next year, and I'm going to look fabulous. So may as well start now. So I hope you've got perhaps a little inspiration, or a little light, or even laughter from what I've been saying. I like to do these things with a lot of humour, because I think that's really important in our lives. And I think, you know, I'm not judging anyone, but when I deliver spiritually, I like to put in a laughter element with it, because I think it's fun. It's not, I mean, obviously what I do is serious and it is sacred, but why not have fun with it and cherish that fun? Cherish that fun in your heart. And because when you have fun in your heart, you enliven yourself, and everything else comes up around it, and you're creating these bubbles of joy all around you. So it's an awesome journey. Find the laughter in everything, and you know, it's fun to laugh. You don't want to be too serious, or I don't anyway. So yeah, so that's me today. And what I like to do is I like to start off these things with a conversation. And I usually do is, like when people come to my weekly circle, we sort of bring up what's gone on in the week, and then it builds from there. So while you're chatting and clearing the air and getting things off your chest, even if it's just me speaking to you and you thinking, oh yeah, I could do that, then it's releasing, you see, and it's softening your energy and making you think about something different for yourself. And this time is for yourself, isn't it? This time is a great gift to the self. And if you can gift this time to yourself, then it's going to be all the better for your health and well-being. And I'm just going to join my friend, great friend Agnes. She's written a book called Slim for the Soul. And I'm going to go on that too. See what that brings. See how that enlightens us. So not only will you have a very skinny, wonderful lady sat in front of you, I might be able to share a few tips. You never know. Anyway, less of the hilarity. And yeah, I can just about get in my clothes at the moment. So I'm hoping for them to be loose one day soon. So there we go. So, oh, and the other thing I've got to tell you, which will make you laugh even more, is I bought some on the on the internet. I bought some. They call it bra tape. It's like a bra without a bra. So you've got a thing you stick over your boob and you pull it up and you stick it. So I bought a pair. Well, within 5 minutes, mine had sunk to the floor. So there's no hope there. Just let them swing. So if you go to buy those things, please take my advice. Unless you are just very small, they won't work. So just want to make you giggle even more. So there we go. Anyway, we're gonna... And they also look like a rabbit's head because they've got a round face at the bottom and 2 ears up there. Anyway, it made us laugh. It was an expensive laugh, but there we go. You learn, don't you? I should have gone with my gut instincts. Anyway, all in the life and fun of Jane. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm an inspirational speaker, an author, because I have written the book. I haven't published it yet, but I've written it. It's the first time I've said that with conviction. What else do I do? I'm a healer and a medium, and I take people on incredible journeys which release their traumas and take them into different spaces and elevate their vibration. So it's all good. I do all good stuff, and I'm very, very lucky and blessed to be where I am in my life. But I have worked bloody hard for it, so that's the other thing. Okay, so let's see where we're going tonight. And there's a lot of angels in, not unusual, and winged beings. And I have an angel with really... Rian, behave. Somebody sent me a load of rabbits across the screen. I have a beautiful angel here with rainbow wings, Okay, so I know that's an angel of creation. So they're going to create a magic space, like a magic, we're going in a magic lift tonight, I'm being told. Okay, so I feel it's quite fun. It's quite, yeah, the only word is magic. So let's go and get into the magic. So just make a space to make yourself comfortable. Either lie down, sit down, close your eyes. Know that there's full protection all around us, and know that it's a stunning light that's protecting us, as always in all of my work. And the only people that are joining across the world are people that are meant to be joining us in this group. Know that you're perfectly safe, and know that if you snooze off, don't worry about it. You're going into an altered state of awareness, and that's really, really good, because you're deepening. You're deepening your awareness. And when you deepen your awareness, this is when you can collect the extra gifts that you need to go out there and collect. It's a bit like foraging in the forest. Okay, so, but you're foraging for your soul. So that's all that happens, is when you go into that deep place, you're really working, having a great time actually. But as people know, when we cross the veil over to this side, we forget everything. We are much, much more than what's here right now. Okay, so I think we're all magnificent anyway, but you imagine that a million times more. How phenomenal is that? So we'll be phenomenal beings tonight. Okay, so let's take you into it. And I use the infinity symbol. So if you feel a little spinny or a little dizzy, don't worry. It's the infinity symbol will come into your field fully and collect and give. It collects and gives, collects and gives. So if you're ready to receive, engage with that intention now. And if you're ready to let go, engage with that intention now. And if you're ready to be happy, 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 engage with that intention now. For you are deserved of all the happiness and love that you've created by being the magical self. And I want you to step into your magic now. Step right into it. And it may feel as though you're like a rolling ball, and this angel with the rainbow colours is creating like big balls of wool, but they're all in rainbows, and it's absolutely fantastic. So get into the rainbow ball and roll. It's really beautiful. And there's nothing for you to unravel here, okay? You've just got to go with the roll and see what happens. Engage in that beautiful, magical energy that's being brought to you by this beautiful celestial being. And I know some people don't believe in angels, but it doesn't matter what you call them. It's light, it's magic. It's going to make you feel better. What's wrong with that? Some people have their hair done to feel better, or their eyelashes done, or they have a bar of chocolate. This is just like that, but better. And I feel really excited about what they're bringing tonight. So really just go and dive straight into it. And there is a lot of angel dolphins around as well as we're talking. And the angel dolphins are very, very playful. So let them play around your field. And you'll feel yourself giggling and laughing. And if you're in a bad mood, it will lift the bad mood, okay? Now, I'm sure none of you are in a bad mood anyway. But what they are bringing you is a really big ice cream, okay? And even if you don't like ice cream, you'll like this one, because it's got all coloured lights on this ice cream for you to ingest. It's like all those hundreds and thousands, all different colours. But the nectar of what the energy they're bringing of you, if you wish to ingest it, it's going to make you feel awesome. It's an awesome time on this planet. We are not to fear. We're going towards the better future. Believe. See that better future for yourself. Be the magical light that you are. Now roll with the roadway and the colours of the rainbow. And if you just want to lay or stand still on the rainbow, it will take you. So whatever floats your boat, whatever way you want to do it, you don't even have to listen to my words. You can just go off using the energy which is being created and protected and take it into the self. And has that diamond ring arrived yet? Because I keep seeing this diamond ring. Somebody is in for a diamond ring or a ring of like that, magical. And if there's somebody thinking I should get one, well, here's the little come on. Just joking, of course. So go with your magical self. Feel brave in the self. And when you get to the end of the rainbow, there's another one created, but it goes in a different direction. And at the end of that rainbow are a lot of stars. And I want you to follow that rainbow until you become a star. And then as you step into the star, you will feel such a change in yourself. You will feel free. You will feel even more awesome than you are. And you will feel ready to take on your next step of progression. And how wonderful is that? To progress on this earth at this beautiful time. There's a lot of fairies and nature beings coming in now to your left hand side. So if you see them or feel them, just be happy, because they're bringing happy vibrations. And I've just been up on, up on the moors, and I had a beautiful walk, and a lady in a long dress walked with me. And there were ladies in long dresses and on horses, obviously spirit, but it was really magical. And I was shown a scene, of the history of the place. And it's quite nice. History is quite nice to link into and experience, or I think it is. So have you reached your star yet? Take your time, step right into it. Feel and know the magic of you and your great existence. Feel and know the love of the heart is opening. Are you ready to accept the love that can be given to you? Step into that love. And a bit crazy now, Cilla Black's just turned up. So she's been around me for a few days actually. Step inside love, she's saying. So I don't know if any of you can see her or feel her energy, but she's carrying a wand. She wants to be godmother tonight. So funny. It's a beautiful spirit, beautiful spirit. Or perhaps someone's going on a blind date, who knows. Anyway, she's there if you want to work with her, if you want to get the laughter from her. Now breathe deeply. And I want you to breathe, if you can, into your solar plexus, because the solar plexus is a great gatherer of rubbish, really. It's all your intuition, but sometimes we gather a bit too much, you know, other people's stuff, and it gets a little stuck and clogs us up. So we're gonna go in with a light vacuum here. And it's a pole of light that's coming in around your solar plexus, and it's to really clear all the rubbish that's going around out there, okay? That needs clearing. It's a vacuum for health. And I think it's important too to remind yourself to check your health each day, your spiritual health. See if there's anything lurking around your body. You can do that right now if you're still with me. And see, have a scan of your body and see if there's any part of your body that needs spiritual attention. And if there is, invite the vacuum to that part of your body. The vacuum of light. Okay, and let's help it to be lifted off. There's an amazing energy around you all, and we're forming a really big sphere of golden light, all of us. It's really amazing how it's building around you. And I don't know if any of you have noticed the energies change. The energies change for the better, actually. So we've all been sort of clawing our way out of the caves or out of the dark spaces or out of old energies, and now we can take this great big golden spectrum sphere of light and we can actually bring it in and around us to change everything that's going on, to change our lives, to push the lives forward. It's a very beautiful experience. Do you want to push your life forward without shoving it? But do you want to change your life around to reflect more harmony and love and peace, happiness, joy and laughter in the self? It's a great time to do that. Enjoy the magic as this happens. Now I've got lots of old pennies coming from heaven. And the pennies from heaven are from people that you know. And they're to be placed within your auric field if you wish. So the pennies represent wisdom. So if you want the wisdom from your ancestors and loved ones that they would have picked and spent a lot of time picking for your life's journey right now, invite that in. And it's really beautiful that they want to bring and share their wisdom, because when they go back to the sphere of light, the one consciousness, there is so much more detail, there is so much more knowledge available, and all that they've learnt, they understand on a deeper level than we do as a simple human being. So therefore they want to share all their knowledge with us. So this, when they send pennies from heaven, is a great gift. Because not only are you receiving the love from your loved ones or your past ancestral patterns, you're receiving the love of wisdom. And this will help you. So up to you. Do you want the wisdom or do you not? So I know what I would choose, but then that's me. I'm not you. And whatever you choose right now is right for you. And I'm seeing now, I don't know, I can't remember the name of the cartoon character, but it's a cat and it wears a tall hat. And I'm seeing that character walk in, and that tall hat, it's like a top hat. It's not top cat, but I can see it really clearly. It's a green hat. And you are given, this cat is coming around individually to you all. And he's giving you the opportunity to dig into this hat. It's a luminous green hat. Dig it in and pull something out for the self. And don't worry if you don't know what the gift you're being given is, because it will come anyway. You don't have to see it. You can imagine it, you can experience it, you can see it or you can feel it. But please know, it's a gift of laughter, a gift of joy, a gift of love, and perhaps something very, very silly that will mean a lot to you in the future. And somebody's been given a bumblebee. I can just see that. And another person is being given a dice. It's only a small dice. Another person is being given a mouth organ. And all of these things are what they mean to you. So you would think the mouth organ would mean to go and listen to music, be music, study music. But it actually could mean the mouth organ, you need to use the mouth to communicate something. It's whatever it means to you. That's why it's so unique. When they bring in the gifts, it's just a gift for you. And another one I can see is a caterpillar. And the caterpillar, as we know, eventually changes into the butterfly. So maybe you're a bit fed up in life right now, but keep going, because the caterpillar will eventually form its wings. Enjoy the gift you've been given. Don't be disappointed, because it may not mean what you think it means. And all gifts from the heavens are awesome, and they're all required, and they are all helpful. And if you're like me, I got given a gift of patience once, and I thought, well, what good's that going to do me? But patience is one of the many keys to life. So it gave me a lot, and I cherish that. So now, take a few minutes and just cushion yourself all around, golden cushions, and lay and let the relaxing vibration really chill you out. Feel relaxed. You are being honored here and blessed, and you're finding yourself. You're really finding yourself on this journey. And don't forget, you're awesome, no matter what anybody says to you. But the more you believe it, the more you will be able to access that magical self. We're all human, here anyway. We all have good days and bad days. We all get sad, mad, angry, happy, joyful, loving. It's just part of life. And don't forget, we need every part of life. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay not to feel okay. It's okay to apologise for something that you've been meaning to apologise for years. It's an amazing life. It's a life we learn so much from, and we can give so much to each other if we open our hearts. And if we open our hearts and we cherish each other, then our world will explode in momentous love. And I don't care if people say no, it won't. It will, and it does, when you send loving thoughts. So now, for those of you who haven't joined me before, at the end of the session we always go and wrap our wonderful light around the planets, so it creates and penetrates Mother Earth to its core. And tonight we're going to use golden chains, and there's a lot of daisies in these golden chains as well, because the essence and the energy of a flower is sometimes what is needed to penetrate the energy of the planet as well. Because with a flower, not only do you get perfume, you get the seeds of life, you get a blossoming and a forming of new. And this is what we're doing with our Earth's energy at the moment. We're bringing in new light, new strands of light, new harmonic rays that's going to make our Earth such a better place. But to instill that, it helps by us believing it too, and working with the planet with a smile, engaging with the planet with love, and bringing forward those prayers and sending them to the planet for everyone to be kinder to Mother Earth, not to strip her, but to engage in how we can share our lives with the animal kingdom and the plant kingdom and the sea kingdom and the air kingdom. How we can share our lives with the earth that we walk upon, because we need each other. And I think, and I'm not saying all of you, but many of us have forgotten the value of the earth we walk upon because we haven't been taught it. So now is the time to re-engage with nature and what it gives us. And we can have a lot of fun with nature. We can swing through the trees. We can swim in the rivers and the seas. We can play ball. We can play tennis on a beach or on a grass court. We can do all sorts of things on our earth. We can have fun. And the earth wants us to have fun. But in order that we have continued fun, we have to bring in the balance and the allowance and the sharing energy. And instead of shouting and protesting, what about doing? Each individual can do their bit. And I don't get it all right. I don't pretend to get it all right. But I try. I could try harder, and I am trying harder. And we're all changing together. So when we share our knowledge together for our beautiful earth, that's got to be brilliant too, because we're all teachers. We're all teaching each other and sharing with each other. There is no one person on this earth that is better than another. And the animal kingdom reminds us of that. It reminds us of unconditional love. It reminds us of sensitivity and structure. So let's think about our nature a bit more. And as I'm talking here, there's really streams along this golden chain of not only daisies, but really wonderful looking green leaves. And it's all intertwining, and we're making patterns upon the universe inside and outside its core, which is cool. And having been inside a volcano, which is another story, there's a lot to learn about our earth It's ever expanding, it's a living being, and it needs to be cherished, as we all need to be cherished. So just sending that final light around the earth. It's time to come back already, I'm afraid. It's felt so wonderful tonight. Just before you come back, I want you to focus on your throat and the energy of communication. And I want you to focus on what needs to be communicated through you next. And see what comes into your head. Communicate always in peace and in grace. I have found grace is often the key, especially when you're in a mood. So if you just remember that word grace and bringing that grace into our lives, so that if we've been hot-headed, we can perhaps cool down a little and see something from the other person's point of view. And remember what we said earlier, you are in the exact right place right now. And there's a magical head. But now it's time to come back. Time to come back on the rainbow of light. Come back down to the ground and really enjoy the ride. You may arrive quite fast, or you may dance your way back, or you may be brought back by another. But feel yourself coming back with such love around you. It's just a wonderful world that we live in. If you believe in you, you can create a magical place for the self. Think on that, because you are magic. Now, we need to get you back here quick. So the roots from the bottom of your feet, there's anchors growing in gold at the bottom of your feet, anchoring you to the beautiful earth that we live on once again. You should start to come back into your physical feelings and your hands. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Shake about. Have a glass of water, a cup of tea, a piece of fruit to ground yourself. If you're still not grounded, sit or go and stand on the grass outside. If you can't get outside or you can't move, imagine the grass. Imagine your feet going into grass. So really feel yourself and give yourself some time after this tonight. Don't rush out doing anything else. Try and give yourself some time so that everything resonates and blends into your body, so that you can keep the magic around you, because you are magic. Remember that. And I am offering in this time free 30-minute online healing sessions. So if you want one of those, give me a message and we'll pop you in somewhere. If not, don't worry. Enjoy your week. It's Monday today. I'm here again on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Hopefully you can join me then. In the meantime, have fun, have laughter, but above all, love each other. Love you lots. Take care and have a good evening. Bye bye.